I didn't mean to upset you. I wish... There's so much I can't talk about. It's a relief to let some of it out. Thanks.
I think I'd have wanted to kill him if it was me.
I did. Want to kill him. Every time he touched my mum. Every time he put his arm around me. I'm glad he's dead. Oh, I know I shouldn't say that. I know it shocks people.
You can say it to me. Anytime you want to talk, if it helps, I'm here. You can say anything to me.
Yeah, I wanted to put broken glass all along the top, but Jean said apparently for some reason it's illegal.
Well, if it was up to me, I'd electrify it, mate, and put 10,000 volts through them.
Good God, Sinbad, that's a stroke of genius. I love it. Could you imagine? Reporters sizzling and frying along the entire length of the fence. Trouble is, that Jean, a bit squeamish about dead bodies in the garden. No, this will have to do the trick. Anti-burglar paint.
Oh, aye.
Yep, it doesn't dry clean and it doesn't wash off. It's gonna make those tabloid hacks think twice before they harass my family again.
Well, gotta give me a brush then, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Right, look at him, go there. Here, son, you have a go, eh? Come on, come on. Come on, you have a go, go on. Show me how it's done, go on. That's the lad, go on. For me, for your old dad, go on. Hey, that's okay, son. It's okay, don't get upset. It's early days yet, isn't it? Tell you what, how Michael will be in later with the rest of your games. We'll find one you like better, eh? Tony, you listen to me, son. Don't go drifting off, will you? You hang on in there, won't you, son?
Hey, Mike, I'll go into college by the loop, OK? Check what's happening and that. You in a pizza parlour about 5?
Oh, it's that talent thing tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, Klaxon Night at Louth brought to you
No expense whatsoever.
by M&K Promotions. Are you coming?
How's it going to be good?
It's going to be brilliant.
Oh, it's going to be the worst thing you've ever seen. Should be a laugh though, either way.
Are you two going to go to college?
No, he's got to get off to the Osmond.
Yeah, I've got to duck these video games in for training.
And I'm trying to miss my graphics because I haven't started my project yet. It's this European Year of Older People thing. Hey, do I know anyone who's dead old and all dead wrinkled and flaking? Because I need some photos. OK, I'm ready now.
Right, you two get to the back door, I'll check the phone. What's all this?
Operation V sign. Look at this. Bing's put a fence up.
We've got them rattled now, haven't we?
What a challenge.
You're not going to go that way, are you?
Of course we are. This is a declaration of war.
OK, but not till I've checked the front. Hi, Mr. Crosby.
Morning.
All right, Mag. Very decent of you, Squire. And don't forget, any other odd jobs you need doing.
Right. Everything all right, Margaret? No problems with the builders or anything?
No, everything's fine, Mr. Crosby.
Ah, good.
No more problems with reporters or anything.
She's got him talking round the front. Go, go, go! Oh, God, it's all sticky on the top here. OK, all clear. Give us a push. Bags, quick! Flaming now. What is it?
Oh, God, I'm caught on something.
Come on, come on!
What was that? Someone in the bushes.
It's probably just a bird.
I better go and check them.
Just slipped out my hands.
Hey, Terry, here a minute. Have you heard any news yet?
But what about?
Well, I've just had this letter from Brian Kennedy's solicitor, and apparently, have you heard? Apparently they're saying that he's a drugs baron.
What? Brian Kennedy's solicitor's a drugs baron?
Oh, no, he's not, is he? Oh, not him as well. Oh, my God, it's like the mafia.
No, Julia, I
They're
think...
still holding Brian Kennedy on remand, you know. Well, to be brutally honest with you, Terry, nothing surprises me these days. Excuse me, I've just left my flatties under the reception desk. I never trusted him, you know. I said to our Tracy, you want to watch out for that one. He's too charming by half. Only I've had this letter from his solicitor, and I was wondering if you'd heard anything. I'm not keeping you, am I?
Well,
you see, financially, Terry, I rely on that job. Well, Not so much financially as socially. I mean, it's all right for our Tracy. She'd have exactly the same letter, but she's only 24. It makes a difference. All these disasters. Oh, that dreadful accident with poor Frank Rogers on his wedding day. And that poor little Tony Dixon. Oh, I could weep for poor Ron and Dee Dee. And we think we've got troubles.
Hey. Hey, this is a nice one. Look. Some of your mates at school. Everybody's rooting for you, Tone, look. Wonder if this one's off, eh? Oh, it's from your Uncle Derek. All the way in Romania, look, son. Come on, Tony, son, I know you can hear me. Listen, son, don't worry. Everything's going to be all right. Now, I've been reading what they've been doing for coma victims in America, and I'm going to get some names. Listen, I'm not giving up, son, and I'm not going to let you give up either. Do you hear? Right. What do you fancy doing now, then? Hey, look, here's our Michael here. All right, son, how are you? What have you been doing to yourself?
It's just some kind of paint stuff.
White spirit.
Yeah, well, I've tried that. And soap and water, it won't come off. How is he?
Oh, he's doing fine. We've had a long chat today, haven't we, son? Hey? Okay, I know you think I'm fooling myself, but he can hear me, you know. I know he can.
Listen, Dad, I bought them video games. Do you want me to set something up?
Yeah, all right, come on. Which is his favourite? Michael, he moved?
I don't think he did that.
Michael, he did. I saw it. His arm twitched. It's all right, son. I'm here. Come on, tell your dad. What is it? God, it kills me, this, Michael. What if he's trying to tell us that he's in pain or he's frightened? It's like being buried alive.
Listen, Dad, is it okay if I shoot off in a minute? I've got this talent thing tonight and...
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Yeah, it's all right, son. Yeah. Off you go. 7:30. Okay, I'll be there.
No, Dad, you don't have to. I mean, I know how you pushed.
Michael. As soon as your mother turns up for the night shift, I'll be down that Luz to cheer you on. Hey, come on, I've got to give me #1 son some support, haven't I, eh? His first venture in the promotions business. Mike, I know how hard all this is for you, mate. But there's all sorts of things you can do to help, you know. Not just sitting around here. And one of them is, well, if you can just keep life going on as normal as possible. Can you do that for us, son? Good lad. What the hell is this stuff?
Mr. Dixon, could I have a word with you, please?
Listen, Dad, yeah. Get all right, son.
Admiring my poster, eh?
Oh, you do this? It's very good, very eye-catching. So is this talent contest something to do with you, then?
Me and Mike Dixon, yeah.
Oh, do you have to have an entry form?
Well, the thing is, it's under 25s only. It's like an alternative night.
Alternative to what? You won't find much talent with the under 25s. It's the same with everything these days. It's all youth-orientated. What's that all over you, lad?
Paint. Hey, Mrs. Brogan, have you ever thought about doing any photographic modelling?
So you gone?
Well, I was going, but I thought you might need... So I just decided to hang around until the doctor... Is it bad news?
They want to do a brain scan.
What does that mean?
Well, they think that he's had a hemorrhage. And if he has, it's all right, son. Our Tony is not going to die. No way. They could do all the tests in the world, but I will never believe it.
just popped down to see your mate Keith here. Listen, we didn't make a definite date for our photographic session, did we? No tomorrow afternoon suit.
Late afternoon round at the Farnhams.
The Farnhams? Oh, that'll be interesting. Do you want me to come dressed in anything in particular?
It's just head and shoulders. Hands.
Evening, Mike. I'd like to place an order, please. Evening, Julia.
You tell your mum and dad my thoughts are with them.
Right, I'd like one Louisiana, 2 Rockies, and 2 Gecko, please. Pick them up about 8:30.
Fine.
All right, Mike. Did you get me order before? Evening all.
Don't you have to write the order down or something?
No.
Oh, I thought you...
Well, it's a new policy, like,
To save paperwork.
you know, the environment and all that.
Rainforests and that.
Good Lord. Huh, what it is to have a youthful memory. Hey, Julia? Well, mission accomplished. See you at 8:30 then. Bye all.
Snake.
So, what's up with the hands? Oh dear, that looks remarkably like the anti-burglar paint I put on Bing Crosby's fence this morning.
Anti-burglar? Oh, God, no.
Scheming get.
So, what have you two been up to now?
I suppose you've heard about his brother, that MP fella they caught Cape Crawling in London. His poor wife, Still, if you marry a Crosby, what can you expect? They obviously make a habit of betraying the women. So, see you tomorrow afternoon then, love?
OK, ta-ra.
Anti-bloody burglar paint.
Yeah, that Clive Crosby's wife. That's what I wanted to show you. Look at this. Annabelle with the savvy. It's her, isn't it?
Keep the tabloids would kill for this. You could name our place.
Hey, what's all this?
Pierogi.
You are?
It's a Polish dish.
Oh, you expecting a friend for dinner or something?
Yes. He's just arrived.
Oh, come on, you don't have to cook for me.
I wanted to.
But what about Barry and what about the nightclub?
We had some student thing tonight. I called in sick. I don't want to talk about Barry tonight. I don't even want to think about him. I want to pretend, just for an evening, my life is ordinary. That I'm not trapped into a contract with some man who could do that to your wife and son. And that I've got a good friend who's come round to have dinner with me.
Well, you don't have to pretend about that bit. That bit's true.
Right, OK, just dump your stuff in the box. Listen up, everybody, the running order. Shut up a minute and listen. There's one running order pinned on the door of the gents and one in the ladies. Straight through. Yakety yak, where are they? They're on first, right, 5 minutes, tell them.
5 minutes, there's optimism for you. Where's our Michael?
Over the fort at the pizza parlour. He'll be over in a sec. I'm more worried about Suze.
Who's Suze?
The girl who's doing a comparing.
Tell you what, there's nobody over 25 in here. I begin to feel well out of place.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Grab a couple of stools, we're running out of chairs. Hey, she's brilliant at this sort of thing, Suze. Real tough feminist stuff, very dry. That funny.
Sorry I'm late, hiya, Dad. Hey, it's chocolate in here. Hope it's a good night or we'll get lynched. So where's Suze?
God knows, I've tried ringing a flat, but there's no one in. Shall I try again?
No, she'll probably be on her way.
Well, I tell you what, son, you can't afford to wait much longer. They're beginning to get restless. They'll start to slow and clap in a minute.
You'll have to do it.
Well, I'm not doing it. You can do it.
I'm doing the klaxon.
No, I want to do the klaxon.
Oh, just get up and do it, eh? Introduce the first act.
What is the first act?
Yakety yak.
Go on, you can do it. Go on. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause, please, for your compere for the evening, Mike Dixon.
Evening, everyone.
Michael, the mic. Hey, give the lad a chance.
Oh, sorry about that. Evening, everyone. Our compare for the evening's been a bit delayed, so yeah. Welcome to Klaxon Night at Malouth, and the first act is
Get on with it.
Yakety yak.
Give us it. All right. Yakety yak, that's the name. Come on, big round of applause, yakety yak. Where are they? Come on, girls, come on. Don't worry, girls, I'll be nice and gentle with you, won't you? Oh, yes, you will. Pantomime season already, eh? Go on, son, sit down. Right, now listen, you lot. Being the first act on is the toughest job on the bill, right? So I want a big round of applause, a generous welcome for two fabulous ladies with their own unique brand of humour, or so they tell me. Here they are, the lovely Yakety Yak. Come on!
Thank you. Was that clap for us or was it for his keks? Lovely grey jumbo coat. Yeah. He looks like a bit of an elephant in them, like he's a nice slim bloke. You know who he did look like? He looked like Fred Flintstone. See his hair fringed done with a ruler. Definitely. It doesn't move. So how are you doing anyway, all right?
What can I do? I've spent the money. I'm trapped. And Barry knows I'm trapped. Can't run away.
You could.
Where? Where could I go to?
They'd let you back into Poland, wouldn't they?
Yes, they'd let me back into Poland. And then everything. The struggle to stay here. The struggle to survive. The humiliation. The fat men in hotel rooms. The men who turned vicious. The men in cars who smelt of sweat. All that would have been for nothing. I haven't got anywhere else to run to, have I?
I love you.
Terry,
No, listen. Let me say, I'm going to lose you whatever happens. I know that. So what does it matter? I love you. I love your voice. I love your laugh. The way your nose wrinkles up. I love the smell of your hair and, well, everything about you, your courage. And I didn't want to fall in love again. I fought it and fought it, but things just got worse. So there you are. Now you know. Well, you knew anyway, didn't you? Now, I just wanted to say it out loud. In case I don't get another chance to say it.
So another act bites the dust, eh? Ah, never mind. Well, folks, still no sign of your official compere, who I'm told is a committed feminist like myself. Hey, I am. Now, you listen, I am all in favour of your strong, independent woman. Take my mother-in-law, please. Right, folks, come with the show. Who's on now? Let me see. Benny the Ball, it says here. What kind of a name's that? Anyway, never mind, he's here and he's going to entertain you. Round of applause, welcome on, Benny the Ball!
Good evening, Liverpool.
You're doing great.
I am Benny the Ball, bless you from Manchester.
Hey, how's a compere supposed to get himself a drink round here? Hard luck, Benny, lad. Keep up the good work. Don't let this lot of ignorant swine get you down. We're on real street now. This fella is a huge name at Preston Poly. And he's here tonight, Eddie Blakerson. Come on, Ed!
Thanks very much, cheers. This is a poem called Hey Hey Hey, It's Gyro Day.
What about him? Do you fancy him? Oh, he's okay. I know it's going to take time after your dad and Peter, but I'm going to find someone who really makes our knees go wobbly. It's my mission in life.
I did the shaking back and put the freshness back. I did the dance of the seven veils. I cartwheel down the steepest stairs in the state.
Right, lad. Well, now, this is a bit more like it. Who's the compere fella?
Well, that's me dad.
He's very good.
Thank you. Good night.
Brilliant stuff, brilliant. out scoff, eh? 3 minutes. 3 minutes not out. Well done, Eddie. Straight into the final. That was him. Preston's answer to John Egley, it says here. Whoever he is. Right, folks, that's it. Interval time. 10 minutes to fill your glasses, and we'll see you back here, OK? 10 minutes. See you then.
Well done, lads. This is the kind of crowd we want to see in here on a Monday night. We must do this again. I'm going to have a word with Barry. Hey, nice bit of comparing there, Mr. Dixon.
Thank you.
He's sorry to hear about your youngest, by the way. But anyway, what's anybody having? Eh? You guys, you haven't seen Jimmy, have you? Jimmy Coolkill?
Jimmy? I thought he was with you in Spain.
Spain? No. I was in Spain. He left 10 days ago.
Well, I'm pretty sure his missus thinks he's still in Spain.
Well. The mystery of the missing Jimmy. Anyway, what are you having?
What did you think of the last act, Mr. Dean?
Oh, I enjoyed it. I've enjoyed them all. Except for the music, that was a bit too alternative for me. I like a good musical, you know, Cole Porter stuff. I like Right Said Fred. They do a good tune. No. What I liked about the night was the atmosphere, you know. I love the comic acts. Oh, the Doctor Who routine. That was topical. No, I'm a big fan.
Well, lads, in business, eh? Right, I'll have to get this second half started soon, so you better check your artists are ready.
Dad, thanks. You were brilliant.
Yeah, well, life goes on, doesn't it, lad? But our Tony, eh?
It's the violence that scares me. Knowing what Barry's done, knowing what he could do. Been badly beaten up before. Don't think I could take it again.
He won't hurt you. I won't let him. Listen, I beat him at his own game last time when he was pressurising Fran. I can do it again. I'll think of something.
Oh, Terry. I wish you could find somebody better to love than me.
Well, I don't want anyone better than you. And where would I find her? There is no one better than you.
I'm illegal. I've slept with men for money. I've worked the streets. I'm trash, Terry. Barry and I deserve each other. You don't. You deserve someone much better.
Well, don't say that. I mean, don't put yourself down like that. You're worth 10 of most women. Most women wouldn't have the guts to do what you had to do. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being a fool of myself again.
Doing in there?
Can't go in. They've had the results of the test.
Is he?
They've done a scan.
Is he okay? He's not going to die.
No, he's not.
Oh, I knew it. Thank God, Dee. I knew it. I told you so, didn't I? I want to see him.
Ron, wait. The results of the tests are good, but they said not to get our hopes up. It doesn't necessarily mean Well, what they want to do now is see if he can breathe on his own. See if his motor something functions are working. That's what they're doing in there now. They're taking him off the ventilator.
What if he can't?
Well, then they'll put him back on the ventilator again.
I'm scared, Dee. I'm so bloody scared.
I know I am too.
Dead fanciable, though, isn't she?
How old is she?
47, it said in the paper. Oh, God, I wouldn't mind a bit of that. She's dead fit for 47.
So what are we going to do with it, apart from drool over it?
Oh, you answer it. Could be a crazed male Crosby. And if it's French and Saunders, tell them they'll just have to audition like everyone else.
Is Margaret in?
No, she's gone down to the job centre.
Oh, do you two never go to lectures?
Hey, just a minute. What do you think this is? I've been at it all day. He's skiving. I'm not.
I'm not skiving. I'm in the promotions business now. This is next week's show I'm planning here.
God, that's, what's her name? The MP's wife, isn't it? Where'd you get that?
I took it.
She's holed up next door.
With the brother-in-law?
Mike reckons we should auction it to the tabloids.
I reckon we'd be minted.
Yeah, but the poor woman's going through hell, isn't she? Look, I don't want to make things worse for her.
He fancies her.
I do know.
He does.
I just don't like these reporters. I hate the way they hang around like vultures waiting to rip people's lives open.
Well, if this MP guy wasn't prepared to have his life ripped open, he should never have gone into public office, should he?
That's a bit harsh.
No, it's not. They pontificate about moral standards, these MPs. Electorals on family values. Well, they should either practice what they preach, in which case they've got nothing to be scared of, have they? Or they should stop laying down the moral laws to the rest of us. Everybody's got a right to be human, you know. Even MPs, especially MPs. So they know what it feels like. Yeah, but nobody has the right to be hypocritical about it. And as far as I can see, this Clive Crosby guy was a complete hypocrite. It's not him who's suffering, though, is it? He's well out of it. She's the one whose life's being torn apart.
Well, she shouldn't have married him then, should she?
You're as bad as she is.
People should be very careful who they marry.
If you're stupid enough to marry an MP, you must have some idea what you're letting yourself in for.
Well, you two are just overflowing with charity and understanding.
Overflowing with debt, you mean? You could get £500 for this, mate. That's 250 quid each, just before Crimbo. Doesn't that change your bleeding half view of things just a little?
There's nice CD players over there.
Where? I fancy a CD player.
Let's go and buy you one then.
I can't afford one.
Look, it's my treat. This one's on me.
Oh, listen, don't you spending your money on me.
It's Barry's money and I can spend it how I like.
Oh, I thought you'd spent it all.
I have, but he'll give me some more this week. And I want to spend it on you. Oh, I want to buy you something, a present.
I don't need a present.
But I need to buy you one, just to say, well, you know, to say thank you. Oh, please let me do this. Come on.
Oh, all right.
The night he was born, I lay awake for hours listening to him breathe. Makes such odd noises, babies. Snuffling noises. Suddenly they stop.
Nice to see him sleeping so peacefully without the help of that ventilator thing, isn't it?
When you'd whooping cough, remember? All those illnesses, measles, tonsillitis, chickenpox, sleepless nights, panics about whether to get the doctor out. You're nursing through the lot, and then a call suddenly comes too fast round the corner.
Dee, you know, there's people in America doing miracles with coma victims. I read it somewhere.
You look tired.
Not as tired as you are.
Will you get off home?
No, I'm fine. You get off. You've been here hours.
Perhaps we should both go home.
Yeah, but what happens if he wakes up?
Ron.
All right. I know he's not just going to wake up suddenly, but not yet, anyway.
His breathing's fine. We'll be back soon. We're just going to go home for a bath and something to eat.
Yeah, you have a nice sleep now, mate. Do you want us to bring you anything back? Did you see that? Asked him if he wanted anything and he kicked his leg.
Could be just a reflex action. The doctor said that...
Hey, listen, son. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I don't care how much it costs or how far we gotta go. We're gonna get you better. Next season, we'll have you back on that football field kicking for real.
Is it going to be all alternative comedians then?
Well, that's the kind of brief we got.
It's a bit dead without any bands.
Oh, yeah. What does Mr. Dean know about music anyway? I mean, maybe we should think of booking just one band per show. We could even resurrect last, do a gig ourselves.
Did you two have your own band then?
We were good.
I've always fancied being in a band, and we never stopped anywhere long enough.
The other thing is, you've got to be able to play an instrument.
Oh, I always fancied the keyboards.
Keyboards? Let me explain something to you. People think keyboards are easy. They're not. You don't just stand there looking pretty while the program stuff churns out.
You did.
I did not.
No, I forgot. He actually graduated to one finger in the end.
Well, I could probably do a bit better than that.
What, like grade 1 and stuff?
Well, actually,
The Farnhams haven't got a piano, have they? No. I'll tell you what. Nip round to ours in the mall. We've got one.
Why? Oh, I get it. This is my formal audition, is it? You're auditioning me for your band?
Very much. Oh, a little shopping expedition, eh? Very nice.
It was.
Hughie, Barry! Barry Grant, I've been looking for you.
Yeah, and here I am. What are you playing at, Sorry.
I'm playing it looking after me friends. It's a good game. You want to try it one day?
What's that supposed to mean?
Exactly what it says. Now, will you excuse me?
So what's happening to Brian Kennedy, then?
Well, I don't know. It's not to do with me anymore.
Hey, that's my job you're talking about.
Look, well, I'm sorry, Julia, but an empty unit lying here doing nothing is no use to me or anyone else, is it?
It's gone down the pan.
Pardon?
The salon. It's up for rent.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's worse than a shame, love. It's my job up the spout. Oh, it's been that sort of year, hasn't it? Disaster after disaster. Oh, I'm sorry, love. I didn't mean to. Oh, I didn't want to bring back memories.
It's okay.
So how are you coping, love? Not easy, is it? I've been a widow 20 years, me. And that first year, oh, I thought I'd never survive. I used to stand by his grave. I said, Arthur, I said, move over, will you? I'll be joining you soon. Still, faults and all. And he had enough to sink the Titanic. It's hard on your own, isn't it? Still, at least Frank's left you with a nice house, hasn't he? I mean, when I was bereaved...
Excuse me. I'm due at the surgery.
Brilliant.
Well, that's entirely out of your league.
Hey, and yours.
Well, Dad maybe have lessons for years.
I'm going to lie down for half an hour. Whoever that is round, you ask them to be quiet.
Yeah, right. I'll bring you a cup of tea.
I don't want to be honest. I just want to go to sleep.
Do you mind if I nip round the shop for a bit?
You do whatever you want.
Your mum's just gone up for a sleep. It's okay, son. Tony's fine. It's all good news. Look, I don't want to...
No, that's fine. We're just on our way anyway. Come on.
No, I don't want to spoil anything. That was some piano playing, that. I mean, if you want to use it, you're more than welcome. It's just maybe if you lads could move it somewhere else. You know your mum, she needs a sleep.
Yeah, that's fine, Dad, no problem. Be all right next door for a couple of days, won't it?
Yeah, I should think so.
Are you sure Margaret won't mind?
No.
Glad to hear about Tony, Mr. Dixon.
Thanks.
I can go in and see him later. You know, if you and me mum want a bit of a break.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, he'd like that. No pressure, though, son. It's up to you.
Sick with worry now. Just seeing Oscar's car.
Yeah, he flew back yesterday.
Well, that's what I heard. So where's Jimmy, then?
You haven't seen him?
I haven't even had a phone call.
Well, according to Oscar, Jimmy flew back 10 days ago.
10 days ago? 10 days? Well, where is he, then?
Well, that's what I came to ask you.
He's in some kind of trouble, Barry. I know he is.
I've scraped all my knuckles now.
Well, I did say left, didn't I?
You didn't say who's left, though, did you?
Move your hands around a bit, will you?
It's caught on something.
Hang on.
Ah! Ow! It's gone over my foot now. God, you're lethal like this thing. Mike Dixon on his killer piano.
How you doing?
Painfully.
Have you seen David Crosby round?
Are you absolutely sure this is going to be all right with Margaret?
I'll charm her.
God, this is a brilliant machine. Never had a present off a woman before. Well, except Sue. But not like this. And it should be the other way around. I should be buying you presents.
Well, that's a very traditional view.
Yeah, well, I'm a traditional type of guy.
No, I don't think you are. I think you're a... I'm not going to tell you what I think.
Why not?
It would embarrass you.
Anna, listen. Oh, I don't know what to say. Come here. Thanks.
And again.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
All right. Okay.
Hiya.
Hiya. I've just been to see Olin.
Right.
She was out.
Oh. How are you?
Why haven't you rang, Ron? I've been stuck in waiting by that phone. It never rings. I miss you.
I miss you too.
Honest, Katie, I'm not being funny. I like Lynn. I quite like her kids. But the bottom line is, they're total strangers, and they're living in our house. I mean, this is what my mum and dad work for, what they saved, and what they furnished. It's ours, Katie. Any way you look at it, it's ours. God, if only my dad had written a will.
He did?
No, he never. The solicitor said...
No, not a proper will, but he definitely started one. When he came back from the Aussie after the heart attack, I saw it. Well, it probably doesn't count, though. It was just on a scrappy bit of paper.
So where is it then, this will?
No.
Right. You go in the kitchen, and I'll start here.
It's like you don't even need me anymore.
I do, Bev. God, if you only knew how much.
No, you don't seem to. It's like Dee Dee means more to you now than I do.
She is his mother, love. And we did make him together. We have to see this through together.
You sleeping with her?
No.
Do you want to?
Beverly.
Oh, no. It's just... I'm scared it's going to bring the two of you closer together. Do you even think about me?
Of course I think about you. But you've got to understand, love, our Tony takes everything I've got. I've got no energy left for anyone else.
But I'm not anyone else. And I'm fed up of being pushed to one side like I don't count in your life anymore.
Like, you've never done that to me.
No.
Oh, come on, Bev. It's on, it's off. 1 minute I'm the love in your life, and the next you're going off on a cruise.
It's because I'm trying to sort my life out. I mean, you know what I want. I want you and I want the baby. I want us to travel the world together and do exciting things. I want a house in Florida and...
Bev.
I know, it's all cloud cuckoo land and it's never going to happen. I know I can never really have you the way I want, so I just keep trying to grab bits of it. I mean, if you could just ring me sometimes.
I'll try.
How is he? I should have asked that first.
He kicked his leg today. Asked him a question and he kicked.
Feel this?
God.
Kicks all the time now.
God, love.
Mom, please don't. Look, I know Tony comes first. This one's gonna need his dad as well, you know.
I love that kind of music. Oh, goodness. I thought it was a record. No, don't stop, love. You carry on. You should take it up professional. She's as good as that Richard Clayderman, isn't she? Oh, I love Richard Clayderman. He's got a dead sensitive face, and he was lovely as that Dr. Kildare.
Right then, Mrs. Brogan, if you'd like to come and sit over there.
It's like a proper studio here. Hey, do we look a bit drawn?
You look beautiful, Mrs. Brogan.
Flatterer. Oh, you took up all clean out of your head. No, I had a bit of shock today concerning my job at the salon. So, how do you help me, love? How's that?
Well, actually, it was just head and shoulders I wanted, Mrs. Brogan.
Are you sure, love? Because everyone tends to compliment me on my legs, and I thought, you know... Oh, hiya, love. So, what are all you lot doing here at the farmhouse, then?
Mrs. Brogan.
Excuse me. I just want to say that I think your dad deserves a medal. And your mum, of course. But your dad, courage in the face of adversity.
Mrs. Brogan.
Oh, sorry. What are you going to do with these?
It's for the college project I'm doing. A graphics project, positive images of older people.
Chronologically challenged.
Oh, well, I know lots of really old people. So, what are you going to do with these photos, then?
Well, the whole project will probably go on exhibition.
Oh, eh? Well, I don't want any crow's feet showing.
Just relax and look at the camera.
Where did you learn, love? You're very gifted. Nobody bothers to learn to play the piano anymore, do they? You can't get a decent pianist for love nor money these days. I've been after one for the Pensioners' Carol concert, but I do a lot of work for the old people.
This way, Mrs. Brogan. She's the old people.
Eh? There's an idea, love. How about you playing for us?
Well,
Could you just stop talking for a moment, Mrs. Brogan, and look straight at the camera?
I can't see.
It's 10 to 6.
Oh, Simon finishes at 6. I'll have to get going.
Oh, no, another 5 minutes.
Oh, tell Barry you broke the contract. Tell me you slept with a client. It could be a way out.
I didn't do it for that.
I know that.
Anyway, he won't let me off that easily, you know he won't. Oh, don't feel sorry for me, Terry. I knew what I was doing when I signed that contract.
Yeah, but you didn't know what kind of a man he was, though. I can't bear the thought of him touching you.
Well, he won't do anything for another 2 months. Not until I'm officially clear of HIV.
Well, whatever happens, still won't change the way I feel about you.
You really do care, don't you? You're the only person who's ever made me feel worth anything.
And that's because I love you.
But how can you? How can you love someone who's a prostitute?
I don't love someone who's a prostitute. I love you. I don't judge you because of the things you've had to do.
Terry. What if there is no way out? What if I have to have Barry's baby for him?
There must be. We'll find a way.
But if we can't find one?
Then I'll be sad for you. And I'll want to kill him. But I'll still love you.
Anybody in? Anna?
I've got a migraine.
Have you seen Terry?
He's gone to the bank.
God.
Must never find out about us. Never.
And again. Hang on a sec.
So as I was saying, love, it's for the old folk, just the usual carols, and then I do a couple of solo numbers. Did I tell you that I sang?
Well, the thing is, you see...
And again, Mrs. Brogan.
She doesn't get much time off. She's a medical student.
They haven't got long to go, love. You see, these old people. I mean, it could be the last Christmas for some of them. That's why I like to try and make the last Christmas a bit special.
Huh, I thought as much. You're here again. I suppose the other one's here too, is he?
Is that David Crosby?
Good God. What's that piano doing here? Who gave you permission to use my daughter's electricity for all these lights?
Excuse me, but you're interrupting a photographic session.
You have no right to be conducting an illegal business on these premises.
There's nothing illegal about this. What's he implying?
In fact, you have no right to be on these premises at all. I have a list here which tabulates the number of times over the past week that I've seen people entering or leaving this house.
Sad, isn't it, when the elderly have got nothing better to do with the time?
And it's perfectly obvious to me what's going on here. You two have moved yourselves in. I don't know about you, young lady, but I wouldn't be in the least surprised if this wasn't a ménage à quatre. I hold Margaret responsible for this. Where is she?
She's out looking for the job, look, Mr. Crosby.
Well, as soon as she gets back, you can tell her I want her out of here by the weekend, and that goes for everyone who's dossing here.
You can't do that, Mr. Crosby.
Oh, yes, I can, my dear. May I remind you that this is my daughter's house you've turned into some kind of student squat?
But Keith's got nowhere else to go.
You turn a homeless young man, an artist, out into the cold a month before Christmas. Well, it doesn't surprise me.
Julia, would you mind staying out of this? Unless, of course, you moved in too. In which case the eviction notice applies to you as well.
Exactly like his brother. Two rotten apples.
What is this piano doing here?
That piano is for Beth here to practice on, because she's very kindly offered to play for the pensioners' Christmas Carol concert. Haven't you, love? Haven't you, love?
Yes.
You should be ashamed of yourself, turfing out young people of this calibre. He's doing posters for me, and he's got a sick brother.
Oh, I'm sure they're all pillars of the community, but I still don't see why they should turn my daughter's house into a menagerie. Look, I've got enough family problems of my own without all this. Now get your stuff packed, and you'll be out of here by Friday night.
How, Scrooge?
Oh, God. What am I going to do now?
Jeff, we can't knock Lynn's room.
Well, it's the most likely place. Come on.
There's nothing in any of the drawers. Look inside the wardrobe.
I can't go looking through Lynn's wardrobes.
Oh, look, forget about scruples, will you? She could be cheating us out of thousands.
Is this what you're looking for?
Lynn, I'm sorry.
Take it.
A 50-50 split. Told you. My dad wanted half of everything to go to us.
You can have it all. Take whatever you want, the lot. I can't bear to see Frank's children scrabbling for every last penny they can get out of him.
That's not fair. We only want what Dad wanted.
And you think I don't? I loved your dad, Katie. I want things done fairly for all his children. Of course I do. But that means all of them. You and Jeff and Sammy. And the one who isn't born yet. I've just been to the doctors. I'm pregnant.
And tomorrow in Brookside, Jimmy visits the hospital and sees what he's done.
Swarms of them earlier. They just walk up and peer in. Oh, I suppose you want a word with my husband.
Is he in?
I'm afraid not. He's taken his sister-in-law back to the house in Banbury. There's one. I've seen him before. Oh, they never give up. Just when we thought it was all beginning to die down.
3 hours door to door. Not bad, eh? Look, I know it's not much of a consolation, but at least you've still got all this. Who the hell's...
Oh, no, not more reporters. David, they must have followed us.
Listen, hang on. You wait there. I'll get rid of it.
I'm sorry. I know you and Mr. Crosby have probably got a lot more important things to worry about. It's just, I was wondering if you'd reconsider letting me and Keith... I suppose he told you what happened.
In rather lurid terms, yes. made it sound as though you were turning Patricia's house into a den of iniquity.
It wasn't like that at all.
I'm sure it wasn't.
It's just that Keith had nowhere else to go, so I said he could stay for a while. I didn't really think it'd do any harm.
Well, that was very kind of you. Don't you think it would have been a bit more diplomatic if you'd asked first?
Yeah, well, he didn't exactly ask me. It just sort of happened. But, I mean, there's nothing going on or anything.
I'm not suggesting there is. But poor David, he's had a rotten couple of weeks. And I think it was just finding all those people in the house and the piano. The piano really upset him. But he's quite right. It is Patricia's house we're talking about. And you really shouldn't have invited people to stay without asking her permission.
I know, I'm sorry.
Still, I don't see why you should be turfed out for a bit of thoughtlessness. Tell you what, don't worry. I'll have a word with David. But I'm afraid your friend Keith will have to go.
Can he just...
No. Even I draw the line at squatters.
4-bed semi-right, 10 years old, same as this. 75 grand. There's another one here for 78 grand. Okay, so that's 37 for Lynn. 37 for us three. That's 12 grand each.
Yeah, we can't force her to sell out, can we?
We can use a bit of moral force, yeah. I mean, she's sitting on our inheritance here.
We can't just throw her out, especially not just before Christmas.
What's Christmas got to do with it?
Jeff, she's pregnant.
Yeah, well, that's what she says. Anyway, what does she think this is? A stable in Bethlehem?
Well, she's not going to lie about it, is she?
She might. If she thought that she could get a bigger share that way, yeah.
It's a terrible thing to say.
I'm just being realistic. No offence, Katie, but you can be a bit naive about people.
Yeah, well, maybe I am. But I know Lynn and I know she's not lying. She's carrying my dad's baby. You're half brother or sister. We've got a responsibility to her.
Yeah, of course we have. You're talking as though I'm trying to screw her out or something. I'm not. She gets 50%. I think that's very fair. I mean, it's not like I'm suggesting we turf her out onto the streets or anything, is it?
I'm not giving any interviews. Did you tell him?
He wasn't a reporter.
Thank God for that. So who is he then?
And don't. Look, I think we'd better get back to Liverpool. The man's a bailiff.
What do you mean, a bailiff? What's he doing here? If it's about Clive's tax bill again, he should be talking to the accountant, not to me.
He's here. God, I don't know how to tell you this. He's here to repossess the house.
The house? Rubbish. Why would anybody want to? I'll talk to him.
No. Look, obviously I don't know all the details, but there's big problems with the family business. The receivers are in. Gone under.
What? When did this happen?
Sometime this week. Massive debts, they say.
But I don't understand what that's got to do with the house.
Apparently you didn't own it. The company did. Something Clive arranged.
So the house, you mean... all this? Doesn't belong to me anymore.
No.
Clive let the company go bust.
It would seem so, yes.
But I don't understand. The company was doing fine. Clive said...
Look, I better drive you back to Brookside, all right?
Can you credit it, eh? Someone could cause the rolls to crash and then just drive off. Not even bother to find out if anyone was his.
Heard anything from Jimmy? I heard the rumour he was back.
No, he's back. He's been back 10 days, not a word to me. Not a phone call, not a postcard. Don't suppose he'll even get a birthday card for my 40th next week. He's a waste of space, Sinbad. I'm not even sure I want him back in my house, but I'm worried sick about it.
Well, you know Jimmy, he'll turn up.
Yeah, but he's in bad trouble this time. I threw him out, Sin. I thought he was on the rob again. He was into something, and it must have been something big because I've never seen him so scared. So I can't go to the police, can I? I can't afford a private detective. How can I find him? Oh, hi, love.
Hello. Do you sell caraway seeds, please?
No, love.
Okay, thanks. Excuse me, please.
You've been avoiding me?
No.
See you anyways, yeah.
Yeah, try, love.
Room for a fat one there?
I want a word with you.
Well, I've got to go shopping.
Oh, another little shopping expedition with Terry, eh? You're getting very pally these days, aren't you?
Terry's working. Excuse me.
When you get back, then.
I'm sorry, I did try.
Oh, well, something will turn up. A pleasantly situated cardboard box or something.
It's not that bad, is it?
More or less. I saw the housing officer this morning and there's nothing. Nothing I can afford anyway. What do you think? Heavenly bodies.
Oh, Keith, you can't. It's cruel.
Cruel? I think cool's the word you're looking for. What's cruel about it?
Well, it's not exactly a flattering photograph of Mrs. Brogan, is it?
It's a brilliant photo.
And then to put her head on that body, she's not going to like it.
Hey, I'm going to make her famous. This is my graphics project. Her face is going to be plastered all over the college walls. Well, what about that?
She's not going to be too pleased.
I would have thought a woman her age would kill to have a body like that.
I'm ringing. I saw your advertisement. Is that Mrs. Fegan? It's about your missing husband. I think I know where he is.
What's happened? David, for goodness sake.
Did you hear the lunchtime news?
Well, just the same old stuff. David, what is going on?
Penny will tell you. I've got to dash out and get a paper, see if the news is broken yet.
What news?
Get Penny a drink, my darling, will you? It'll be 5 minutes.
Oakview's been repossessed.
Oh, my God.
Is there any sherry, Jean?
Yes, of course.
Something to do with the company. I don't really understand these things. And now the company's gone bust.
How can it have gone bust? I thought...
Oh, God knows. How do companies go bust? Clive and Tim Scott dealt with that side of things. All I ever did was sign papers and company checks.
Tim Scott?
Oh, the financial director. He and Clive fell out. He left a couple of weeks before Clive's suicide. Probably saw this whole mess coming.
I thought everything was going so well.
So did I. Cheers. I thought everything was. The company, Clive's career, our marriage. And it was all a lie, Jean. My whole life's collapsing around me like a pack of cards. Apparently, I've got nothing. Except a suitcase full of clothes and a suicide note.
Oh, Pen. He's forgotten his key. Hang on a sec.
Mrs. Crosby, I believe your sister...
Oh! This is a private house.
Hey, Marg, come here.
Just leave her alone, all right? Do one!
Are you all right? Yeah. Hey, it's okay. You'll be fine in a minute.
Well, it all happened so quickly. I didn't manage that very well, did I?
Yeah, you did great.
Oh. Has he gone?
What's going on?
Oh. It was a reporter. Thank goodness Keith was around.
Oh, it was nothing. As long as you're okay. See ya.
Oh, for goodness sake, David. Thank you, Keith. Well, say something. Well, at least say thank you. That reporter was terrorising us until Keith frightened him off.
Jean, I do not change my mind on a matter of principle simply because someone does what I would expect any decent citizen to do.
Yes, dear. And full marks for pomposity.
You did what?
I phoned her. So Mrs. Fegan, she's expecting me.
No offence, but I think you're going seriously off your head. Have you worked out the consequences of this? Have you actually sat down and thought about what you're doing?
She's got 4 children, Sinbad. She's desperate. Her husband disappeared 11 months ago. She's got no idea where he is.
And you do?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
The description fits. The clothes, everything. It's the man I buried.
Yeah? Where is it? 5'11" and last seen wearing a blue shirt. I'm wearing a blue shirt, for God's sake.
You're not 5'11".
Mandy, there are thousands of fellas out there, 5'11" and wearing blue shirts.
But they haven't all disappeared in the last 6 months, have they?
Yeah, dead right, they haven't. And surprise, surprise, this one just happens to be the man you buried. It's so coincidental, it doesn't make sense. But what's new, eh? Nothing you say these days makes much sense.
You don't understand, do you?
I understand the danger you're walking into, and I'm not going to let you do it.
You can't stop me.
I brought you a towel. Oh, my dear, I'm so sorry.
You have been avoiding me, haven't you?
Why should I want to avoid you?
Well, that's exactly what I was wondering. And then I thought to myself, well, maybe she's getting cold feet about our little arrangement. So, just in case you're having any little ideas like, well, I don't know, for example, running out on me, I've decided there's no time like the present. The sooner you conceive, the sooner you'll be shot at me.
What about the HIV test?
Well, one clear test is good enough for me. Why wait?
When?
Well, you're here. I'm here. Don't need anything else, do we?
You mean now, this minute?
Well, it'll probably take a bit longer than a minute, but in principle, yeah.
I can't.
Well, I seem to remember that you have done this type of thing before, haven't you?
Yes, I can't. It's the wrong time of the month.
Oh. All right, OK. Fair enough, I'll give you 5 days. But I'm not waiting any longer than that.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Brogan. Hello, love. I've just been round to the Jordashes and there's no one in, so I was wondering if you could get these to your friend Beth. It's the sheet music for the Pensioners' Carol concert.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that Keith? Hiya, love. You don't mind the say hello to him, do you? How did the photos turn out?
I'll just check with him, Julia, only it's a bit untidy in there.
Oh, don't worry about me, love. A bit of untidiness never hurt anyone.
I think you better clear the floor before Mrs. Brogan comes in.
Don't worry, love. I know what young people are like. So, did you get them developed yet, love, the photos?
Not yet, Mrs. Brogan. Soon.
Well, you will let me know as soon as they're ready, won't you, love? Because they're dying to see them down at the Old Age Pensioners Club.
Well, they're probably going to be quite grainy.
Grainy? What do you mean, grainy, love? Hey, listen, love. Where did you say the exhibition was? The Walker Art Gallery, is it? Only I was thinking, well, just between you and me, Keith. But you know these fashion catalogues, I mean, they must need chronically challenged models, mustn't they? And one thing I have kept, Keith, apart from my face, of course, is my figure. So I was thinking...
Ah, Margaret, is your friend Keith in?
Is that David Crosby again?
Mr. Crosby's here to see you, Keith.
Ah, Keith. Look, I won't beat about the bush. My wife and I have been talking about what happened today, and obviously we both owe you a debt of gratitude, which I'm afraid I may not adequately have expressed at the time. So, under the circumstances, we feel it would be churlish to ask you to move on. At least not till you found some suitable alternative accommodation.
You're saying I can stay?
That's what he said, I think.
But I do want to make it perfectly clear that you and Margaret are the only tenants. And there's to be nothing of, well, shall we say, an immoral nature.
Well, for goodness sake, why don't you just admit that you're in the wrong and leave it at that?
Oh, thanks, Mr. Crosby.
Hey, don't thank him. It was him who threw you out in the first place.
Number 22's that way.
And what good's it going to do, eh?
Go home, Sinbad.
Think it through. Look, this Mrs. Fegan's probably going to have the body dug up. There's no way she's going to be able to identify it.
You don't know that. There must be tests. DNA tests.
Okay. And the chances are 95 to 1 against it being her husband. And you'll have raised her hopes for nothing. And in the meantime, people are going to ask questions. Like, why did you identify that body as Trevor's? Like, where is Trevor? Like, why did you have the patio extended?
I've explained it to you time and time again. I can't live with the guilt.
Well, I'm sorry. That's your problem. You're just going to have to grit your teeth and stick it out.
That's it, 22. I don't want you coming with me.
I don't care what you want. Look, it's my neck you're putting in the noose, not just yours. Well, go on. Show her the shirt. Tell her you think you might have identified her husband as yours because you needed a corpse to bury at the time. Well, it's probably not her husband, tell her, but never mind. You're so burnt up with guilt, you're gonna dump it all on her anyway and mess her life up as well. Well, go on. Yeah, she's going in a minute. Hey!
Hey, I can't do it.
Too bloody right you can't.
So we tell her, right? The moment she comes back in.
Why does it have to be now? Why can't we wait till after Christmas?
Because it takes time to sell a house.
You two both in for tea?
Hey, I'm out with Simon.
What about you, Jeff?
Look, Lynn, I don't want to sound unsympathetic or anything, but we've discussed this. Me, Sammy and Katie. And we feel that we're definite about it. We want the house put on the market. Now.
I see.
And we feel that we've got the right to insist, don't we?
Yes, of course you have. I understand that.
Good. So...
But equally, you have to understand that I have the right to fight you on this.
But we wouldn't expect you to move until we'd all found somewhere else.
I'm sorry, Katie. I hate the idea of fighting with any of you. But I've got 2 children to think about. And your dad's baby on the way. Okay, maybe you owe nothing to me. But you certainly owe something to this child. And I'm going to see to it that it's brought up in a proper home with everything your dad would have wanted for it. Everything he gave you. So I'm sorry. But unless you can offer me a substantial sum of money, enough to buy a place big enough for me and the 3 kids, and for you whenever you want somewhere to stay, then I'm going to have to dig my heels in.
My dad wanted it split 50-50.
Yes, but when your dad made that will, he didn't know he was going to have another child. It makes a difference.
Lynn's right, it does make a difference.
Whose side are you on?
So, I'm afraid if you're going to be awkward, Jeff, then so am I. Because if I have to, I'll fight you every inch of the way to make sure my kids have a decent home.
You okay?
Yeah, you. Listen, I'm sorry I can't invite you in. They're all fighting over the will and everything. So I'll just get me coat and tell them I'm off.
I thought we could go down to the cafe again.
Again?
Oh, yeah. Those friends of mine you met will be there. You liked them, didn't you?
Yeah.
They like you. I thought we could have a coffee with them and get talking about things again.
Can we do something just on our own? Go and see a film or something?
It's just that my friends are...
I want to go out with you, Simon, not your friends. This isn't gonna work, is it? I want... I want a proper boyfriend. I don't know, to gangs.
It's not a gang, it's... OK, if you want to go to the cinema, then that's what we'll do.
Are you sure?
I want to do whatever you want. There's, no one looking, is there?
Why?
Because I want to kiss you.
Well, what did you say to her?
I said I'd made a mistake. I didn't go into details.
Well, how did she take it?
She was upset.
Are you surprised?
No.
Mandy, will you, for God's sake, leave it now? You've got to stop this.
I dream about him sometimes. It's like he's willing me to do something.
Oh, for God's sake.
I've done 2 terrible things, Sinbad. Terrible things. Well, there's nothing I can ever do about Trevor. That's a nightmare that'll haunt me to the grave, but this other man, whoever he was, I can still put that right. And I have to find some way to put it right.
I'll tell you in the morning.
Brookside's back tomorrow and Jimmy's back to his old tricks.
Who is it?
Me, Sammy.
I thought it was the reporters again. You wouldn't believe the nerve of them. Trying to ask me questions about next door's business.
I know, I've just walked past them. I wouldn't look at them though.
Did you know that MP fella's pinched all the pension money from his wife's firm?
Yeah, well, even families can rob each other, can't they?
What's that meant to mean?
I'm talking about me dad's will.
You know there wasn't a will. Just scribble on a piece of paper.
I know it wasn't a proper one, but it was what me dad wanted, if anything happened to him.
Look, I don't want to discuss this. I'm supposed to be going shopping.
No, Lynn, this has got to be discussed. I've spoke to Owen and our Jeff about this, and we all think this place should be put up for sale straight away.
Sorry, Sammy. That's not going to happen. A week ago, I might have thought about it, but not now. Hasn't your Jeff told you?
Oh, yeah, this very convenient pregnancy, you mean?
Yeah. Well, things are different now.
No, they're not. Look, my dad wanted us to sell this house and split the money 50-50.
No, Sammy, things are different now. I've got 2 young kids and another one on the way and no husband. I need this house for us.
We'll buy us out then. You get another mortgage and pay us our half.
I'm a doctor's receptionist, not some rich MP you read about in the papers. How can I pay a mortgage? I can only work till I'm 7.5 months anyway.
Look, this isn't fair. Can't you see it from our point of view?
Yes, but I've got to think of my kids.
And what about us? Owen's had to go and sign on the dole. 3 rooms we've got. 3 rooms and no garden. My baby hasn't even got a place to play out. Lynn, we need the money from this place.
I bet Postman Pratt didn't know he'd get mobbed by the press doing second post. Look at him go. Gripped me to the very last page. Unputdownable. A rattling good read. British Forces Mail.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's from Derek.
Oh, sorry.
He's in Bosnia.
You're joking? You never said he was going there.
He didn't tell me. He says he could be there indefinitely.
Is he all right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's fine. He's enjoying it in his own way. I suppose this is his way of finally telling me it's all over between us.
Open up.
Keith, don't tell Mike, will you? Dee Dee's got enough on her plate without worrying about me and Derek.
Hurry up. It's freezing out here. See, the media circus are back in town, eh? Tell it who's been round again.
No, just journos and photographers.
Have you seen anything on the news?
Been out doing those flies and checking those acts for tonight, remember?
All right, is everything set?
No props.
Hey, have you seen what that Sodak MP's done now?
Little and his wife's company, wasn't it?
And the rest. He's drained the pension fund. That's nearly 600 grand. No wonder the slime ball topped himself.
Oh, don't say things like that.
Well, you should read that. All pensions stopped from this month. There's people who've slaved the guts out for that company for years and they're not even going to get a penny.
What do you expect off some MP? He went with the hooker, didn't he? They've all got something to hide if you ask me.
Lots of men go with prostitutes, otherwise there wouldn't be any, would there?
Yeah, but maybe they don't go on about family values and all that stuff MPs crap on about just to get a few more votes.
Yeah, I wonder what his missus thinks about family values now. He's really stuck it to her, hasn't he? Mind you, I bet she's okay for money.
More than you can say for us, lot.
I've never been on the dole at Christmas before. I'm going to be skint.
Well, we could have a brilliant Christmas if we flogged that photo we took of her next door to the papers.
You can't do that.
Well, why not? His party deserves all the bad publicity it can get.
Yeah, but his wife doesn't. It's an invasion of her privacy.
She hasn't got any privacy. He was an MP, wasn't he? The public property. So why shouldn't I give the press a picky everyone would like to see?
Especially them he's robbed of the pensions.
He's right. Hey, what time's this news supposed to be on?
1:30.
Oh, I haven't got time. I've got to get round the club, get things sorted. Are you coming tonight, Marg?
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
See ya.
See ya.
That was short and sweet, wasn't it?
You're not really going to sell that picture to the papers, are you?
I wouldn't. Not really.
You're not Mike, though, are you?
You don't... You don't seem very upset about you and Derek.
Well, I suppose I saw it coming, really. He hardly ever writes to me anymore. I'm not upset. It's just... We went through so much together, you know, and now it just seems like... I don't know.
I hope you don't mind me asking.
No, I'll get over it. Just hope he's looking after himself.
Look, I was just going to nip down to the end of term exhibition at college. Wondered if you'd fancy coming.
No.
Only for half an hour, until I have to go to the club.
Yeah, all right. I'm not doing anything else. Did you photo Julie in the exhibition?
Yep.
Well, I hope you've invited her to come and see it.
No chance. All right, Beth.
Hi. I was just on my way over to catch a coffee.
Oh, Keith invited me to college to go and look at the exhibition.
Oh, right. Have you got something in it?
Just me Julia Brogan thing.
Yeah, but he's too scared to invite her to come and look at it.
I haven't had a proper look at it myself. Sounds good.
I'll show you it sometime. Come on, it closes at 4:30.
Okay, see ya.
Ta-da.
Well, I mean, come on, Lynn. We haven't only got your word for it that you're pregnant.
That is a disgusting thing to say.
I never thought I'd hear you say anything like that. Well, it makes you think, doesn't it? I think you should leave, Sammy. OK. But you haven't heard the last of this. We've still got rights, you know, even if you are pregnant.
I was hoping I'd see you.
No?
Well, it's your night off tonight, isn't it? And Terry's working late at the garage, isn't he?
I think so.
I know so. Hope you haven't forgotten about our little agreement.
What's Terry got to do with that?
Well, I thought we could have some time on our own in the flat. You know, just me and you.
I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing tonight.
Listen, you've had the money from me. It's about time we got going on our little project. So, see you tonight, don't I?
Don't you think your Sammy was right?
No, I don't.
You'd have known we're all right in the flat until my dad died.
Hey, there's a tall fella out here. Blonde hair. Bet you'd fancy him. Oh, nice bum.
No thanks.
Oh, he's still stuck on Simple Simon.
Don't call him that.
Gay Simon?
Wrong.
You haven't, have you?
He kissed me.
Oh, so you really fancy him now, do you? Dead my passion from now on, is it?
Stop it, Jack.
Look, are you sure you know what you're doing though? I mean, he's a bit sort of strange, isn't he?
Why?
Serious and that, belonging to this Jesus club or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong in having beliefs.
It's still weird. Can I get a Coke?
Yeah. I don't think it's weird. Oh, you was not them reporters he knocked this morning.
Hey, if it's the one with the bum, ask him in.
Hiya.
I thought I'd go around before I went to work. Is that lot because that MP embezzled the pension fund?
I think so, yeah.
Did one of the worst things you can do. Suicide. Took the easy way out.
Hiya.
Oh, yeah.
We were just talking about you.
Me?
I'm taking notice of it. Time I got off, I think.
How's your brother?
Oh, there's no change.
I'm sorry to hear that. You know, Katie was helped being with us when her dad died. You're quite welcome to come along, you know.
No, sir.
You don't even know anything about us. We don't bite, you know.
Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, it's religion, and I don't need it. My mum's been religious all of her life, and look what it did for her. My dad went off with another woman, and my little brother's lying in hospital. See you, Katie.
See ya.
Don't come in here, for heaven's sake. They've got cameras.
I don't know what to do. Nobody will return my calls, especially Tim Scott.
I wouldn't expect to hear from him. He's probably left the country.
Hello? Another reporter.
Look, I think we'd better unplug it again.
I'm expecting calls from friends. If I've got any left. Why was I so stupid? I signed paper after paper that Clive or Tim Scott brought to me. The lies they must have told me to get that money out of the company. I wonder if Scott gambled his share of the spoils like Clive did. That house was everything to me. Clive knew that, but he still went and mortgaged it. He threw away my house, my father's company, everything.
I'll be in work till about 11:30. How long, Mrs. Rogers?
Hiya, love.
I'll nip round to the petrol station later on then.
OK. See you then.
See ya. He only left John's on his way to work.
It's your house as well, love. I think your Sammy feels I put you and your Jeff out on the street.
Listen, I'm sorry about our Sammy.
I suppose she had to let off some steam.
Will you bring the push and the other stuff in for me, please, Katie?
What are you doing?
Owen will be bringing our clothes and our other stuff round later. We're moving in.
What?
Well, if you won't put this house up for sale, we'll just have to share it, won't we?
Told me you got highly commended.
Yeah, well...
Oh, Julie will be made up when she finds out.
You're kidding, aren't you? She'll probably murder me.
Hey, it's good though, isn't it?
It's okay.
Wish I had a talent like that.
Some of the others are loads better.
No, I like yours. It'd look good on a T-shirt, wouldn't it?
Would you buy a T-shirt if that was printed on it?
Yeah.
I'd be away making a few bob for Chrissy presents and that. I might even be able to sell them round college.
A businessman and an artist.
Do you think it's enough idea?
No, I'm only kidding. No, I'm well impressed. I think it'd look great on a T-shirt.
That's it then. I'll go for it.
Come on then, show us some of the opposition. That's weird.
Nearly as bad as being there. Oh, sorry.
It's all right. It was Derek's idea to go there. I hope it isn't as bad over there as that makes out.
Is it definitely all finished with you two? What if he came back?
He won't come back. He's found something he really wants to do. Maybe it was something like this he was looking for all along. I don't know. This time 2 years ago, just before Christmas, I couldn't get him out of my mind. Couldn't sleep at night. Now I hardly think about him at all, really. Come on, let's get away from that thing. This
This is stupid. How the hell can we manage with 3 extra people?
Look, just get on the phone to Owen and tell him you've overreacted.
We're staying.
Here I am, sweetheart.
Well, tell him we're all going to sleep then.
We'll manage somehow.
We've got 5 adults and 3 kids and only 4 bedrooms. Have a bit of common sense, will you?
Yeah, Lou, use your spoon. Oh, good girl, use your spoon.
Come on, tell me how you say we'll manage.
Oh, that's right, good girl. If I tell Owen the trouble you're causing, he won't come barging in here like this.
Yeah, well, don't you kid yourself. He's as keen as me to get what we're entitled to. And he's come to live here and all.
Look, we just can't manage with 3 extra people. You'll have to go.
No. My dad wanted us to have this house, so if you won't sell, we're staying.
Sammy, see sense, Lynn's right, we can't all manage.
Yeah, well, if she can't manage, she can leave. Because me and Owen aren't budging.
Birth phone for you. She asked if you'd call us her mums tonight.
How am I supposed to manage that, like? Dee Dee's out the game today. I'll have to sit with our Tony tonight.
Well, Tony's got to be top priority. Bev must understand that.
Yeah, but I'm not saying she doesn't, but... Well, you know.
She's demanding. You've got to get to my age before you stop demanding and make do with what you've got.
I've not forgotten, you know. They are. It's not much. I didn't really have much time to look around or to wrap it up, but happy 40th, love.
Thanks. Oh, Ron, it's lovely. Oh. It's lovely you having time to remember with everything that's going on.
Hey, how could I forget? The only problem I had this time last year was getting you away for a dirty weekend in Aragon, remember?
The only problem I had was stuffing myself.
Have you heard from your Jimmy?
What do you think? He's one problem I've always got. Can't help worrying about him, though, you know. That business when Joe Household tried to have him killed.
Yeah, but I mean, you do know he went to Spain, don't you? You know that for sure.
And he came back a couple of weeks ago. I know that as well.
Well, have you asked Barry Grant where he might be?
All he's interested in is sacking him.
All right, love. Well, that's one problem solved.
Do you know what I've been going through?
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm sorry.
Think before you say another word. And it better be a bloody good excuse.
I'll just go and check this stock list, Jack.
Okay. I was just waiting for the right time to come and see you, you know. Well, I thought your birthday'd be as good a time as any. Yeah. What it is. But you thought I forgot, eh?
I don't want birthday presents from you. I want to know where you've been.
Had some work to do for Oscar, didn't I, in Spain?
That was weeks ago. Where have you been since then?
Just staying with mates and that, like, you know, in town.
What mates?
I don't want to talk about it, Jackie. I just want to try and get on with things.
Do you know I've been worried sick?
Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry. Look, all I can say is that business deal, it went wrong. I had to disappear for a bit, but everything's okay now.
So you expect to walk back into my life as if nothing's happened?
I just want us to get back to normal.
Do you? Well, you're not on.
I didn't realise the time. I'll have to get back to the Aussie.
You didn't even have the decency to ask after young Tony.
Yeah, how was your mum?
I was just saying to Jackie, if I had one wish, it'd be to have him home and well for Christmas. So that's what I'm working on. Right, I'll have to go. See you later.
Give him my love.
Yeah, I will. Thanks.
What's up with you?
I've got to get off.
Hey, hang on. I want to know where you're going to stay.
The club, I suppose. On the couch.
You'll be lucky. Jimmy!
I would have thought you'd have loads of money this Christmas.
Me?
Yeah, you've got your job at the pizza parlour, money from the talent night, and now screen-printed T-shirts.
Yeah, it was a good idea, the T-shirts.
Yeah, so how about the girl with the great idea coming in on it? I could help you now for a percentage.
I don't mind. I can show you how to do the screen printing and that.
Hiya, Beth. Hiya.
Hiya.
Guess who's going into business, making screen-printed T-shirts?
with my award-winning photo of Julia Brogan on the front.
My brilliant idea, though.
Yeah, till Julia catches up with you.
I reckon her idea's worth about 10% of the profits, don't you? Seeing as she's penniless and on the dole like Crimbo.
Listen, you. Get inside, I'll do us some tea and we'll discuss my share of the profits.
I'll go up to 20% if you help me peel the spuds.
Is it okay if I pop round later?
Oh, I was going to have a long soak in the bath after tea.
Dan, we've got to start making plans for our T-shirt empire.
I'll probably see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. Does that sound okay?
Yeah. All right, boss.
What are you doing here?
Bottling up.
Get out, Jimmy.
Oh, no, you're all right. Hasn't he told you?
You what?
Oscar. He said he'd phone you. I've explained to him about my domestic problems and that, and he said I can keep my job. You know, as long as I behave myself and that, like. Oh, and he said I can keep down on the office floor for a couple of nights. No props. Not a bad boss, is he?
Where have you been since you've been to Spain, Jimmy?
Just getting my head together at Albilly's.
I'll tell you what, if it was still down to me, your feet wouldn't flame and touch.
Look, Pen, I really don't think a couple of glasses of sherry are any answer to your problems.
Oh, what do you know?
I do sympathise, you know.
I'm sorry. I just feel so helpless. Everything's changed and I'm just sitting here. I can't even go for a walk without being hounded. I was so angry with Clive when he killed himself. I'm even angrier over this. Those people at Roxton Spring believed in him, right from the day he was made company chairman.
Look, Pen, I know it was an awful thing to do, but gambling, it's like a disease, an addiction. If only we'd known earlier, maybe he could have had some treatment.
Yes, but people expected more of someone like Clive. He was looked up to in the community. God only knows what they think of him now. Not one of them. Not one of my so-called friends has even bothered to return my letters or phone calls. I'm ostracised, aren't I? I don't exist without Clive Crosby MP, do I? Perhaps I should put a pipe to the car and do away with myself.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Pen, don't say things like that.
Oh, credit me with some control over my life, David, even if it is in pieces.
Sorry.
Anyway, I don't have a car anymore. Even that was in his name. Probably that was bought with stolen money. I could have coped with finding out about that girl in London. In time, I could have even coped with his suicide, but this... It's like he's taken away the whole of my life. What's going to happen next? What else will be discovered? I can't take any more.
All right.
Haven't you heard of knocking? I might not even have been dressed.
Well, I wouldn't have thought that had mattered, seeing as why I'm here. Are you ready then?
I can't be certain this is one of my fertile days.
Well, how many are there?
Oh, 3 or 4 a month, usually.
Well, you must know if it's the right day or not.
I can't be exactly sure. I'd have to work it out.
Well, I didn't expect we'd have to keep appointments, like.
I only want to do this with you if there's a chance of me becoming pregnant.
Oh, right. Well, thanks very much. So, shall we start, then?
Couldn't you come back a bit later? I'd like to finish doing my hair first.
I've paid you up front for this, and I've got to get back to the club.
Come on, then. No kissing.
Hey! You're supposed to get changed in the bog.
Sorry.
A lot of men have that sort of problem, you know.
Yeah, well, you didn't help, did you?
What did I do wrong?
Well, nothing except for lying there like a sack of King Eddies.
I didn't think it was part of the agreement to pretend to enjoy myself. Maybe we're not compatible.
Maybe we just need a bit more practice.
Not everyone is compatible. Maybe it's a bad idea altogether. Maybe you should find someone else.
Oh, no. You're not getting out of it talking like that. Maybe it didn't work this time. But it'll work next time. And the time after that.
And tomorrow in Brookside, there's some devastating news for Ron from the hospital.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Wonder how much that lot get paid for hanging around outside people's houses all day?
Whatever it is, I'd settle for half.
Says in here that MP bloke used to gamble away 20 grand a night. 20 grand? Can you imagine blowing it just like that?
Oh, it's no wonder those people who've lost their pensions are going mad. Should have heard him on the radio this morning.
Oh, well, with a bit of luck, we're going to have a brighter Christmas than those oldsters he's ripped off. When we've done the business with our Julia T-shirts.
Oh, yeah, when do we get started?
I'm collecting some plain shirts off Mike's dad. He said he'd get them cheap for us.
Look out, Benetton, eh?
She's dropped off, son. Do you know what? We're crammed into this place like flaming sardines, aren't we?
I know, and that's why we've got to tell her that we want the big bedroom for us and the baby.
Oh, and she's really going to fall for that idea, isn't she?
Yeah, well, why should we be separated when she's in there on her own? Anyway, if she doesn't like it, she knows what she can do. And if it gets too awkward for her, she may clear off out. Clear off back to her mum's.
Oh, I'll tell her.
Afternoon. All right. If you two are going to muck in round here, I'd be glad if you could tidy up as well. We're not spread out by choice, you know.
I didn't ask you to come and live here.
All right. Look, Lynn, I've got a suggestion to make. I think it'd be better all round if me, Sammy and Louise move into the big bedroom.
Oh, no. You can forget that now.
Well, that room's wasted with you in there on your own.
That's my room. I shared that with your dad.
Yeah, but it wasn't for long, was it, Lynn? And I mean, Sammy and me, well, we...
I don't care how long it was for. I married Frank. That's my room. I'm not moving out.
But we can't manage like this, Lynn.
Go back to your flat, then.
We're not moving, and we're not sleeping separate either.
Well, get your Jeff to sleep on the settee.
No, Lynn. We want a bedroom of our own, and And if anyone's being put out, it's you and your two.
I'm not moving out of my room.
OK. Well, then the kids can move in with you and we'll have the second bedroom.
Oh, Captain's 14, for God's sake. You can't expect him to share with Alison and me.
I don't care. We want a room of our own.
Hey, hold the fort a sec, will you? Oh, hello, love. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, that's okay. You sound happy. The decorations got you in the Christmas spirit.
It's not just that. Our Tony opened his eyes this morning, just for a few minutes, like.
Oh, that's marvellous.
I couldn't believe it. But there he was, eyes wide open. I took one look at him. I said, hey, you, sunshine, you are coming home for Christmas, you are.
Oh, I'm so pleased for you.
Yeah, and I tell you what, love, if you think these decorations are good, wait till you see our house. Because when our Tony comes home, that place is going to be lit up like Disneyland. I hope you'll be coming round, love, because it's going to be open house. Food, drink, the works. It'll be the biggest bash in years.
I look forward to it.
Have you finished in here?
Oh.
Hey, Tell, hope you'll be coming round as well. Hey?
Oh, Mr. Dixon's son's coming out of hospital in time for Christmas. He's inviting you to the celebration party.
Oh, right, yeah, nice one. I'll be there to do, yeah. See you right then.
Yeah, just a second.
Hey, I'll be telling our Tony you're invited, you know, when I go round and see him.
Telling him? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, well, tell him we're definite. It's OK. See you, Ron.
Ta-ra, love.
It's nice to see him happy his son's coming home.
Has Barry been round again pestering you this afternoon?
What?
You know, was he going on about wanting to carry on with this stupid arrangement of his?
No, thank God.
I saw his Jeep parked outside for half an hour.
Oh, no, he just came round to look for some papers he'd lost. Hardly spoke to me at all. I think he's still embarrassed about last night.
Well, you got away with it once, but I know Barry.
I know men too. I won't give him anything. No encouragement at all. If he failed the first time, I can make him fail again.
God, I hate this. I hate everything about it.
I don't want you to worry. I don't have any feelings for him, you know. Don't love him. I'll just treat him like the men I knew when I was in my last job.
He's not like other men, is he? I told you all about his past. He's dumped on every woman he's always been with.
Please don't worry.
I just hate the idea of him using you like this.
But I can't repay him the money.
I wish I had the money. Last Christmas I had money to burn.
I don't think I'll need to repay him, though. If he carries on like last time, he'll get bored. He'll give up.
Sarah! Phone!
I'll have to go. Just watch him, mate.
Hiya. Did you get them, Mr. Dixon?
Would I let you down? Here you are, straight from the cash and carry at a knockdown price.
You mean they were cheaper than you said?
Nice try, son.
How's Tony today?
Hey, he opened his eyes this morning.
Oh, that's great. That's really brilliant.
Does that mean he's conscious now?
Well, he did shut them again, but he's looking more like the old Tone. Hey, you two are welcome to come and see him, you know. I know he'd like that.
Well...
I know, love. Hospitals aren't everybody's cup of tea, are they? But just wait till Christmas when he gets home. You won't see a better party anywhere. I hope you can both make it.
We'd love to, won't we, Keith?
Sure.
Tell you what, it's going to be open house. It'll be the best do our Tony will ever go to.
Oh, well, we'll definitely be there. See you soon.
Ta-ra now.
Do you reckon Tony will be on for Christmas?
I hope so. His mum will be made up. The oval.
Hey there. Hi.
Right.
What have you got there?
The T-shirts we're going to print up. We're starting on them today.
Whereabouts, at college?
No, we're getting a frame and stuff and doing it at the house, aren't we?
Oh, do you want a hand?
Nah, you're all right. Well, thanks anyway.
Maybe I could nip round for a coffee later. I've just got to get a few things for Mum.
Yeah, fine.
Ta-da. You ready, Sam?
Yeah. It's not heavy, is it?
Yeah. There you go.
What are you doing with those?
It is Christmas, you know. I thought we'd cheer this place up a bit with a few decorations. I wonder if these are working.
I remember my mum always used to go mad because my dad never checked whether they were working when we took the Christmas tree down. And every year when we did the tree, they would bust.
Yeah, I forgot something.
Oh, it's Dolly Daydream.
What?
Dolly Daydream. My dad helped me make this when I was in the juniors.
They're as old as you. No wonder it's half knackered.
We'll have to make one for the end of Christmas term. I couldn't do it. My dad had to go away early the next morning on the trucks, but he sat up all night and made this for me. My dad made this for me. Why isn't he here? I just miss him. I don't want her to take everything away from us.
Don't worry, Sam. She won't.
All right, Beth. Come in. Just ironing all them T-shirts.
Where's Margaret?
Oh, yeah, she told me to tell you. She had to go and sign on. She won't be long.
Oh, she said I could pop round for a coffee.
She must have forgot. I'll do you one.
It's a good idea, all these T-shirts. And you two seem to be getting on very well.
She's not so bothered about me staying here now old Crosby says it's okay. Look, you're a mate. What she said to you about that letter from Derek?
Derek, a boyfriend? What letter?
She didn't tell you?
No, she hasn't said anything to me.
Oh, sorry. It looks like Derek's told her it's all over between them. He's working in Bosnia.
Really?
Yeah. Looks like him and Marg are pretty well total, doesn't it?
So it's definitely all over between them?
Yeah. I don't know why she didn't tell you. I mean, she told me.
Well, she probably didn't think it was important.
What? They were going to get married at one time.
He lives thousands of miles away. She's bound to have grown apart from him.
That's what I thought. Look, Beth, you know you said you thought us two were getting on okay, me and Marg. Well, do you think there's, do you think there's any chance for me?
There's no chance. No chance at all. What is it with you lads? As soon as someone goes off the scene, you're ready to jump right in. Presuming all women want is men.
I didn't mean... I was just asking.
Give her a break. Margaret's off men. She's told me herself.
I was only asking. I mean, she's getting on okay with me. How did you expect me to know she's off men? Why are you saying all this?
I'm going home.
No, look, there's no need to do that. I was only asking. I mean, what's wrong with that? We're getting on great, that's all.
You wouldn't believe the stuff up here.
I know, my dad hated throwing things out.
Oh, brilliant. Look at these car magazines. Some of these are from the 60s. Can I read them?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I'll for these. Sam, do you think it'd be all right if we sold some of this stuff up here?
Yeah, well, Lynn's thrown a lot out. Only left the rubbish.
Oh, I don't know. I reckon I could get 20 quid for them mags. There's plenty of other stuff here we could flog.
Oh, so that's why you were so keen to go up there, is
I'm
it?
just looking through my dad's things.
Yeah, for what you can sell.
Look, you've thrown a lot of this stuff out. Why shouldn't we sell what's left?
They're Frank's things.
And he wouldn't mind just selling them.
Well, you're not having these.
Hey, just a minute.
I'd sooner burn them than let you two cash in on your dad dying.
Give us them back.
Lynn, can't we talk about this, please?
If anyone's cashing in on me dad, it's you. You were married to him for 5 minutes and you've ended up with everything he's ever worked for. Now they're ours and give us them back.
You're not selling them. You should be ashamed of yourself wanting to make money like this.
Look, we've had enough rowing, Sam.
You're such a hypocrite. This house is worth thousands and you've not earned a penny of it. All you did was drop lucky.
Lucky?
Sammy.
You're calling me lucky because my husband died the day I married him. At least I'm showing some feeling for your dad. You two are only interested in what you can scavenge.
Look, it's not like that, Lynn. Honest, it's not.
Go on, take them. And sell them. And think of my husband when you're spending that money. Can you see what they're like? The minute they're in here, they want to sell everything your dad ever owned.
My husband's unemployed and we've got a baby to feed.
Just stop it, Sammy.
Can't we just all calm down, please?
You keep out of it, you. How and me have got a right to sell what we want, and it's got nothing to do with her.
You make me sick. You're like vultures and all Jeff's the same. All he wants is money. None of you care about me daddling's right.
If she cared about me dad, she'd do what he wanted and sell this house.
Oh, just leave me out of it. I don't want to know.
Hey, it's your money as well, Katie.
I don't care.
At least your own sister can see what you like.
I'm only sticking up for what's mine. That's all.
Sorry about that, love.
What for? You're well out of all that. All they're interested in is themselves.
Yeah?
Yeah, forget about it. Come on, let's leave them to it.
Why did they have to be like this? Your dad wouldn't have wanted it.
I was proud of you. Sticking up for your views like that. Seeing them for what they are. All interested in possessions, money, unimportant things.
I never thought they'd be like that.
Most families are when someone dies, even if they say they're not. Look, do you fancy a coffee? Come back to mine if you like.
Would you mind?
What if you don't?
Okay.
Do you want a cuppa?
No, Tar. I was hoping you'd carry on with the sign and my arm's dropping off.
Won't do you any harm. I don't know, when I get married, it's going to be to a fella who can do his own ironing.
Oh, aye.
Yep. Only proper bit of advice my mum ever gave me.
Actually, I need to nip down to college to get the screen print and stuff.
Go on, I'll finish it off.
I'll get it. Oh, hi, Beth.
Barberton.
Come in.
Hiya. I'm glad you left it a bit later to come round. I had to go and sign on.
I did come earlier.
Oh, you never said.
I didn't get the chance.
Do you want a drink?
It's all right, I'll see to it.
I'll have one.
Thought you were going to college.
Yeah, but it's getting a bit late now.
Well, you said you wanted to start the screen printing as soon as possible.
Do you want one or not?
No, you're all right, Beth. I'll go. See ya.
See you later. Is everything all right? I got the impression you wanted to talk to me.
No. I just felt like some company.
All right.
Don't you want me calling around anymore?
What gave you that idea?
I don't know. Just in case I got in the way of you and Keith.
What?
You two seem to be getting on very well these days.
Yeah, well, helps if you're sharing a house together. He's all right.
And you seem very keen on going to the art exhibition thing.
Well, he invited me. It was good.
I just thought there might be, you know, something between you.
You mean Keith? Why would you think that?
Why didn't you tell me about Derek's letter?
Oh, that. Yeah, I haven't had a chance.
I thought we could talk to each other. Like the other week when I stayed here. I told you about me and my dad. I told you everything.
Well,
and now, if there was something between you, I thought you'd tell me.
There's nothing to tell.
You said you were off, men, and now you're spending all this time together doing the T-shirts and everything.
Well, that's all we're doing. Yeah, we just share the house together at the moment, that's it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry. I was just interested, that's all. Can I put some music on?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just about to shut, actually. I have to go and see our Tony.
Is it okay if I just get a pint of milk?
I suppose so, yeah. Actually, we had a bit of good news today. Our Tony opened his eyes.
Oh, that's great. I bet Dee Dee's pleased.
We're all pleased.
What happens next?
Well, we're bringing him home for Christmas.
Oh, that is great. Is there something I can send for him?
No thanks. He's got everything he needs.
But if you think of anything.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, thanks.
How's things with you?
Oh, you know, getting there.
taking it as it comes. Thanks, Ron.
Just you wait and see. They'll be arguing over the salt and pepper pots next. It was just the same in our house. Mother and father are always arguing.
Why?
So we're getting divorced.
You never told me your parents split up.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's all history. Going to your house brought it all back, though.
Sorry.
Ah, don't be sorry. It's probably done me good. Reminded me how terrible families can be.
I've never seen them like that before.
You'll see plenty more of it. It's bound to get worse. They'll be arguing over every little thing. Just like my mother and father and my brother and sister.
Just to see them.
No way.
Why?
I realise that friends are more important. You can choose your friends, but you don't get to choose your family. Well, that'll be the others.
You've come here. Well, I thought we could go to a film or something tonight.
But they're always welcome here.
Hiya.
Yeah, come in, sit down.
Can't you tell them we're going out?
I invited them.
Do you want me to make a coffee?
Just a minute, Brian. Look, these are my friends. They are like a family for me. I know things are tough here at home at the moment, so why not treat us like your new family? I mean it, Katie. If you need any help, these are the people to go to. They're better than any ordinary family.
All right, son. How are you? Hey, look. I've brought you a few decorations in. Only a few, mind, because you're going to be out of here before Christmas, aren't you? Hey? Look, what do you think? He'll do, won't he, eh? Tell you what, we'll have as many decorations as you like when we get home. Even if I've got to rob everything I've got in stock.
Mr. Dixon, could I have a word, please?
Dr. Davis.
Yeah, of course you can, Doc. Won't be a sec. I've just got to leave you now, son. I think the doctor wants to talk about you opening your eyes. I won't be long, though.
You see Brian there? Well, he was telling me last night that his dad wants him to stop knocking about with us lot. Said he was neglecting his family. But it's just like the time when Jesus and his disciples had just got it together. The gang of them, him and his disciples, they were at this house, talking to a lot of people who were interested, like. Somebody said that his mother and brothers were waiting outside to see him, but he didn't move out of his seat or anything. He said, "Who's my mother? Who are my brothers?" He just pointed at the crowd of them and said, "Here's my mother, here are my brothers." He was pointing at his mates. You see what I mean? He was saying that his friends were more important than his own family. His friends were his family. But I'm afraid that Brian's dad probably wouldn't understand that. That's why I've got to try and make our families understand. Make them see what they're missing. Right, isn't it about time we went down the cafe?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Dixon.
Hey, it's Ron, please, Doc. And hey, don't worry, I've spent enough time round here lately to know you don't get a minute to yourselves.
Grab a seat.
Cheers. Hey, we were made up this morning when he opened his eyes.
Yes. Well, you know we've been doing some tests on Anthony over the past week or so. The diagnosis is that he is in a persistent vegetative state, at PVS. What that really means is that the cerebral cortex of the brain, the grey matter, what you might call the thinking and feeling portion of the brain, has been put completely out of action.
Yeah, but he opened his eyes. I've seen him.
Yes, that's quite a natural reaction. Nobody in Anthony's condition keeps his eyes closed forever, but it's a reflex action, rather like the way he twitches, moves his facial muscles and limbs. I'm afraid Anthony is in a state where his senses aren't functioning. He can't feel anything. I must impress that upon you. But, well, I'm afraid there's no prospect of any recovery.
But his eyes were open and he moves. You're telling me that he'll never wake up properly? That he'll never get better than this?
I'm sorry, Mr. Dixon, that's correct. He might be like this forever.
But there must be someone who can help him, somewhere he can go. I mean, you read about these places in America and that, don't you? Special clinics.
I'm sorry. I don't want to raise any false hopes. But nothing can help Anthony now, short of a miracle.
And Brookside is back on Monday to Thursday next week at the slightly earlier time of 12:30. And don't forget our omnibus edition on Sunday at 10. Tomorrow at 1, Brighton Rocks.